Just a quick disclaimer before this video starts. When I'm saying Jamaica, I'm not talking about the tourist areas. I've only been to the tourist area in Jamaica one time. This video is pertaining to the Kingston area. I always go to Portmore, so just keep that in mind. This is more like real Jamaica, far away from the tourist areas. Just wanted to let you all know that before you watch this video. And also, don't be pressed. If you're going to be pressed, just press the exit button and get out of this video. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tania, and today we're going to talk about 6 things you should know as an American visiting Jamaica. Rule number 1, the most important rule, and I say that with all of my heart. The most important rule is that you need to understand that you are not in America. Please get that through your head. Tell yourself now, I'm not in America. U.S. rules and regulations are not universal. They're not universal. The world does not revolve around the United States and the things that we have going on there. So please understand that. Once you get that through your head, you will have a way better time in the country that you're visiting. With that being said, make sure anywhere you go, not even just Jamaica, anywhere you go outside of the US, make sure you learn their culture and understand how people behave, because you're going to go there and be expecting some special treatment or the treatment that you get back at home, and you're going to be highly disappointed. Like, just make sure you understand that before you go anywhere in the world. Rule number 2, and I hate to say this, but it happened to me. People will be prejudiced towards you. And it's unfortunate, but sadly, that's just the way things go in life. Honestly, this was the first time in my life where I had another person who looks like me, black like me, treat me in a terrible way. And I know it's not just me who got treated this way. I'm pretty sure a lot of other people got treated that way, but I was truly shocked. Me coming from America and another black person is treating me kind of funny. Yeah, that really shocked me. Quick story time, and don't come for me because my patois isn't great, so I'm gonna try. I was at Popeyes with my man, and this Popeyes is like near the Brayton area in Portmore, like Sovereign Plaza. And so I had wanted me and my man to try the ghost pepper wings that they had at Popeyes. So I went up there, I ordered, because I was like, okay, let me order. It wasn't my first time going to Jamaica. So I ordered and everything. I was like, yeah, can I have 2 orders of the ghost pepper wing combos, one with fries, one with rice and beans. That's how I order at home. Like I just talk normal. So I knew, like, I heard her say something before I even began to order, but I didn't know she was talking about me. But I heard her say, she was like, that Yankee better not ramp with me. But I ignored it. I truly didn't think she was talking about me. But when I got my food, I knew she was talking about me, because they gave us like regular fried chicken wings. And listen, I know y'all see me. I know my food. This girl gave us regular chicken wings, so I went back in line. I was like, are these ghost pepper wings? And she was like, yeah. I was like, they're supposed to look like this? And I wasn't doing it in a rude way. I just knew what they were supposed to look like. And she was like, yeah. And then also, they gave me 2 orders of fries instead of 1 fry, 1 rice and beans. So I was like, well, anyway, that's fine. But I asked for rice and beans and y'all gave me French fries. So then she was like looking back at the guy behind her who was also working, and they was like laughing to each other like they knew I was finna come back up there. Y'all, I knew they were talking about me. I knew it. So can't nobody tell me, oh, don't act like that. No, she was acting like that towards me purposely. So just be ready for that. It was also another instance as well when me and my man was checking into an Airbnb, and the lady was being very rude, but he set her straight. And I asked him to cuss the lady out at Popeyes, but he was like, no, babe, because I got to come back here. And these people got to fix my food when I come back. I was like, okay, whatever. But yeah, they will treat you a certain type of way just because they know you're not from that country. And it's like, I'm here spending my damn money. I didn't do anything to you. I'm not here acting like I'm better than nobody. Like, of course, I'm American. This is how I talk. I'm not going to switch the way I talk for nobody. So anyways, rule number 3, the mosquitoes in the heat. Beware. Take it serious, because all 3 times I went to Jamaica, I left looking like I had chicken pox. And I should have known, because when I got off the airplane, I kept hearing the people say, make sure you have your mosquito spray, your insect repellent. And I was just like, oh, child, I'm from Florida. I ain't got to worry about none of that. Y'all, them mosquitoes tore my ass up. I still got scars on my body now from the mosquitoes. And the heat, y'all. The heat does not play. Again, I'm from Florida, so I'm used to heat. This heat is different. Like, this heat, it was times where I thought I wasn't gonna make it. Like, the 3rd time I came to Jamaica, I brought like one of those little tourist fans, and I was feeling lame, but at the same time, I'm just like, listen, I'd rather look like a tourist than be up here trying to blend in and pass out. So just keep that in mind. Make sure you bring long pants and long shirts, especially if you're sleeping in an area where mosquitoes could easily get in. You need to get you a mosquito net. You need to prepare for the mosquitoes, because they don't play. It's a whole army. Like, they do not play around. Number 4, customer service. Y'all already know customer service ain't it. And I know this is true because I even hear people from Jamaica saying it. But it's one thing to not like your job and you have to be there, but it's another thing to be just rude and disrespectful. And I'm gonna tell you right now, that lady at Wendy's on Brayton, she was rude and disrespectful, because it wasn't no reason she should have been acting like that towards me. And I'm the type, like, I'm not used to being disrespected, especially I'm very nice and very friendly. I tend to talk proper a lot, not because I think I'm better than anybody, but it's a respect thing. Like, I don't know you, so I want to make sure you understand everything I'm saying, because if I come up there and I'm like, hey, let me get then y'all gonna be looking at me crazy. So I speak proper just so everybody could understand me. I can't even remember exactly what happened because I was so mad, but if I remember that story, I'll let y'all know. But okay, customer service is not it. And I don't know if it's just like with fast food restaurants or is it everywhere, because when I was in a tourist area, people were very, very nice. But in real Jamaica, those people be acting like they don't care because you spending your money. They be treating you like the gum on the bottom of their shoe. Like, I was shocked with that too. So, and I know it's not everywhere, because we did go to the Voda Lounge and they were very, very nice. And one thing about me, if somebody treat me respectful, I love to tip big. But y'all, I'm still not going back to Wendy's to this day. Number 5, please understand that there will be language barriers. Like, there's a big language barrier between English, standard English, and patois. Like, I would always say, like, when people be like, oh, I don't understand what the Jamaicans be talking about, I'm like, y'all, they speak in English. Like, don't be ignorant. They're speaking English. You know what they're saying. Like, even if you don't know all the way, you can make out what they're saying. Listen, I went to Jamaica. Some of them people be speaking patois level 5,000, and I'll just be up there like, bro, I'm trying so hard to understand what you're saying. So if you can, try to like study the patois language before you go to Jamaica, just so you can have an easier time. Especially if you're staying there long term, you need to know, because there are some things that can mean something in our standard English language but mean a totally different thing in patois. So for example, like if you see somebody with long hair, as an American, as someone who speaks English, you'll be like, oh, your hair is so long. And Jamaicans, they'll be like, how your hair tall so? Like, they call your hair tall instead of saying, oh, your hair is long. So that was very different. Another thing, like if you hurt yourself, a Jamaican would come up to you and they'll be like, hush, hush. And I'm just like, you don't see me over here hurting and you telling me to hush? But in Jamaica, in patois, hush just means like I'm sorry that happened to you, or here, let me help you. It's not like a rude thing, because you know in the US, somebody tell you to hush, they telling you to shut your mouth. So yeah, that right there, it took me a while to understand that. And this isn't really like a language barrier thing, but when somebody come to you and say wagwan, you're supposed to say midaya. Like, I used to be like, oh hey, just understand that these people are not American. Like, you're in a whole different country, even though they're speaking a version of English just like other people around the world. Like, I would call it like a slang. Understand that there's some rules to their language. Like, they actually have a language. I would say they have their own language. I don't say it's a dialect of English or it's slang. Patois is a whole language, y'all. You got to get hip to it if you're trying to stay over there for a while. Another thing, the last thing that I want to touch on is that as an American, you need to make sure that you bring cash to Jamaica, not US dollars. You need to be bringing Jamaican dollars. Like, when you get to the airport, you can exchange your money for their currency. I highly recommend that you do that, because over in Kingston, like the area that I was in, like a lot of people don't have Apple Pay or Google Pay or Tap. You know, you have to use cash, and you're going to keep having to go to the ATM to get Jamaican dollars. So just get it before you even come there. It'll make your experience a lot easier. You won't have to keep going to the ATM. You won't have to keep trying to convert US dollars to Jamaican dollars. I can't even recall the amount of times I had to use Google to, like, a lot of times I had to use Google and be like, how much is $5,000 in US dollars? Just make sure you have Jamaican dollars. You are not in the United States. Like, just get those, like, just get their currency. And this isn't really like another separate rule, but overall, I just want you all to learn the culture. Learn the rules, learn the regulation, learn how people act, how people talk, if you plan on staying there long term, because you can't stay over there with the mindset of an American. Like, you can't be over there expecting for everybody to cater to you and make you feel better because of the country that you're from. You have to blend in at some point if you're going to plan on staying there. Like, I've seen so many Chinese people that know patois, so many Indian people that know patois. If they can do it, why can't we do it as Americans? Stop going to people's countries and trying to whitewash it and trying to Americanize it. Like, y'all know what I'm saying. But anyways, those are just some of the things that I believe are very, very important to know or to do before you travel to Jamaica. If you have any questions or you want me to further explain some things, just leave a comment below. I'm always looking through my comments, so I'm willing to help. This is from my experience. Just because my experiences was this way doesn't mean that yours will be the same way. But I'm just telling you, like, I've been to Jamaica enough to know these are the rules you should go by. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching.